Hello, friends. My name is Mark, and welcome to Lift Podcast by Medialite. We come alongside students who are in a journey of getting to know Jesus and discovering the path of love that He offers. And today, we are very excited because we are going to feature one of the story of one of the most nicest people that we have the honor of knowing. Please welcome the awesome Elora. Welcome to Lift Podcast, Elora.
Thank you, P. Mark. Yes.
So we got to know Elora because she started coming to our Lift weekly meetings,
Mm-hmm.
and then even better than that, she started to be part of our camp communities.
Yes.
And we've had the privilege and the honor of walking you through as you pass through water, And so today we're just going to, uh, you know, talk to you and get your story out.
Yes.
And we're so very thankful that you're here today.
Oh, it was amazing. Just like you mentioned, that the journey through with Live and all the camps memory and all the Live on Saturday activities, it was all amazing, and I'm really glad to be a part of it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Can you describe to me, Elora, like who were you before? Because one of the things that
Mm-hmm.
you need to understand about Elora is she had to leave her home country to escape the war that is going on. And so she's one of these student refugees that we have here. Can you describe to me who were you? Who was Elora upon arriving here? When you had to leave your family, you had to leave everything that's familiar. You had
Mm-hmm.
to leave basically the life that you have built so far
Yeah.
and then come live in a foreign country
Yeah.
and start to establish a new life,
Mm-hmm.
but in a place that is unfamiliar with people that are unfamiliar with language that is
Of course.
unfamiliar. Uh, who were you
Yeah.
then?
So when I arrived here, like just like you said, I have to leave everything behind. Like I have to quit my job, I have to leave my home, I have to leave my puppy and everything, all of my friends. So I was basically heartbroken. And that time I was like a depressed little girl, like who is like insecure and afraid of the world. And I was so just inside my shell. So
Yeah.
that's what who I was before. Yes, when I first arrived here.
And you stayed like this for how long?
Like probably a year.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
Wow. That's a hard life to
Yes.
to live.
Even like my friend, my good friend Rebecca, she invited me to live, like live weekly.
Yes.
I was like too weird with this because live was like so open, so welcoming, and everyone is not judging me. So, what is this?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
uh,
Everybody's happy.
yes,
Yes.
everybody's happy
And
and
here you are, you're enveloped and in this veil of
yes,
sadness.
yes. I feel like I was an outsider back then. So
Yeah.
that was my first time being here. But then, okay, I'm not coming here again. That's what I thought. That's what
Yeah.
I thought.
It was too happy for you.
Yes, it was too happy for me.
And you were busy living your sad
Little
life.
life.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It's funny because well, it's not funny. It's actually sad.
Yes, you can say that.
Sadness is sad.
Yes.
No, no, but what I wanted to say is sometimes we find comfort
Mm-hmm.
in keeping the sadness and
Mm-hmm.
embracing the sadness. So much so that it becomes our personality, the way we live our life, where we live our life from.
Yes.
It's become our point of view, and our approach
Mm-hmm.
to life. And
Yes.
and the reason why I'm saying there's such a comfort there is because sometimes we embrace sadness to keep connected to what we are grieving,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? and
Yes,
and
I
you're grieving
agree. I
from
agree.
the life that you've lost,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
now this new life is forced upon you. Now
Yes.
you have to figure this out. Now this has to work
Yes.
because there's no other alternative than this.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not familiar, and you've lost everything that's familiar. And so to keep connected to that, sometimes we actually find comfort in keeping the sadness.
Yes.
So it just um, it's just interesting for me when you said that you kept at this for one whole year.
Hmm.
You know,
I still choose,
yeah,
and not I still I was like choosing to be sad for a whole
yeah,
year.
yeah. Why
Yeah.
was that? Like, why do you? But can you relate to what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yes. Yes.
you're you're embracing sadness so that you keep
Mm-hmm.
connected
Mm-hmm.
to what you're grieving, the
Mm-hmm.
loss,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
What you have lost and what you're grieving from. Does that? Can you relate to that?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Because, yes, just like you said, I still choose to be sad for a whole year because that is like the only thing that still, that I feel like that is a part of me to keep those things in
it's
me.
what mean. It's those are the things that mean something to you.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's,
Yeah.
then I don't forget about it.
And you long for it,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's, it's a thing of the past, but you still
Yes,
long for it,
yes.
and you still wish that you can go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is you're here now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to stay connected, you choose to be sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But another thing is that if I choose to be happy, like the things happening back in my country, it's like everyone is suffering, everyone is like in trouble. So if I'm happy, I feel that guilt. Because maybe we can say that a
Mm.
survival gift, a guilt. So
Survival guilt.
a survival guilt.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't dare to post a happy story on my social media because I feel like so guilty because my friends, like every day I was like hearing about from my friends that how they were facing those troubles every day. So
Electricity is difficult.
yes,
It only comes 2 hours a day.
mm-hmm,
Water can be
water
difficult. And then
and
the violence that's
yes,
happening around you.
yes,
There are bombings.
mm-hmm,
So if you post something happy,
yes, yes,
you feel guilty about it because
sure,
somehow you've escaped that,
mm-hmm.
and now you're doing your nails.
Yeah,
you know,
I want to show. I want to show.
you can
Yeah.
go to the salon and do your
Yeah.
hair. Whereas, the family that you've left and the
Mm-hmm.
friends that you've left, they're actually going through,
Yes, a lot.
a really hard time.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's why.
And this went on for you for 1 year.
Yes, we
Wow.
can say one whole year, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But after that, I arrived here in 2022, like in the middle of the year, and then like in 2023, like I started to become different.
Mm.
Become different means I first got get along in Live family. So in at Live, what I learned about
That was a
is
happy day for us, by the way.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
started to attend and when we got to know you,
Hmm.
yeah, that was a happy day.
For me as well.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So that was a shift for you.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me more. Like, what
Okay.
happened? Why?
So, okay. So the main thing about Live that I learned from Live is that Christianity is not a religion; it's a relationship.
Mm.
So what I learned, starting from what I learned about, and then it changed my life because I was back then I was a traditional Christian. I was doing like activities at the church, but I was always worried about like what people might think of me, like what the church community might think of me, the Christian, like our ethnicity community might think of me. I try to be a clever girl, but not really clever. Like I have a double life,
Mm.
but okay. And then I get to know Christianity is not about a religion; it's a relationship. I started to see Jesus as a friend, a best friend, and a father. So for the best friend, we have a different kind of relationship. Like we are more open, more fun. For the father, I respect him. So I have that kind of relationship with God, and all of the source from Jesus, like my connection with Jesus comes from the quiet times, like every morning. So
Mm.
I really okay. I have to get up and I have to do the quiet time, this hour, I have to do that. So I just forced myself to do it. And then, yeah, it really changed me. So before it, I was like a depressed little girl, like insecure, afraid of everything, afraid of everyone's judgment around me. Uh, and then I was also unhealthy back then. Like all of my stomach, livers, all of them are like unhealthy, and I was living in an unhealthy life. But starting in 2023, my life starting to change. That because of Jesus, I get to know Him as a best friend and a father. So I become more calm. That's the obvious thing that I experience. I become more calm,
You
and
got peace.
yes, peace. Yeah, peace and happiness, and most importantly, freedom. And my
And you're not
lifestyle changed.
guilty about it.
Not really. I don't
Yeah.
feel guilty about it because I don't know why, but that's like another way of like getting out of this sadness. That's what I see, yeah. So also not only about like my mentality, my emotions are calm, also my physical things like okay, I love to exercise more, and all of my brain functioning, how my body functions, that I get more aware of it, and I can more concentrate and focus on my studies, and like I can really be happy, genuinely happy. Yes.
Yeah. I find that so interesting. Just there's a big difference.
Yes,
You know,
that's
like
huge.
there's a with what Elora is saying, there's a big difference when you're because in your case the you have this veil of sadness
Mm-hmm.
that you carry with you, and it has defined your life,
Yes.
right? And it's almost has become this oppressive presence and
Mm-hmm.
power over your life.
Yeah.
You were telling me on the way here
Mm-hmm.
how close to depression you were.
Yes.
Like it's almost to the brink of
Yes. Yes.
hurting yourself and doing
Mm-hmm.
wrong, the wrong things,
Yes.
getting into bad choices,
Mm-hmm.
just because this sadness is what's driving
Mm-hmm.
your life. But then when your faith, what I'm getting from what you're saying is when your faith is now towards a person and not towards an institution,
Mm-hmm.
it made a whole lot of difference,
Yes.
right? And it's so interesting to me how powerful that is, and maybe somebody's watching here, and that's what's lacking,
Mm-hmm.
and that's maybe you've been desiring for this, you feel like you're doing the Christian things, and yet you feel that you're not connected, and you still are not experiencing the kind of freedom that you're supposed to be experiencing. But you started experiencing the freedom when your faith is now towards a person,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to just a religion, a religion that you follow. And it's so interesting when you said when you were practicing the religion,
Mm-hmm.
you felt a lot of judgment. I hear you said like you're
Yes.
always worried about what they will say. Am I following the rules correctly?
Mm-hmm.
Did I dress up right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the length of
Yes.
my hair, the right
Yes.
length? Am I saying the right things?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's what religion, makes us do.
Yes.
It makes us, just follow these institutional rules,
Mm-hmm.
in the hope of, okay, maybe as I follow these, I would experience the freedom. But then when you actually met the person of Jesus and started to really have a relationship with that person, then freedom came.
Yes.
And with that freedom came, as you said, came joy and came
Exactly.
peace, right?
Yes.
So describe to me the changes. Like what changed in your life?
So first of all, I would say confidence.
Yeah.
That I was lacking of confidence. I was like so into my shell back then, but now I am confident that whatever I do, He's with me. So even if I do wrong, I don't. I would say I don't care about people's opinion, or except for the people that really matters to me. I just care about, Lord, are you upset? Are you mad at me? But I know that you love me. Whatever I do, whatever I did in my past, you love me. You don't judge me, but I care about you. So whatever I do, I just ask God, like, is it right or wrong? So I don't have any worries about what people might think of me. So that
And if I need to
in way,
correct something, teach me, like
yes,
show me how to correct it, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So starting from that, ignoring what people might think of me, just starting to give me the confidence
Yeah.
that okay, my main focus is with God, Jesus, and then I just do my job.
It's so tiring to live your life based on other people's opinion about you. That's very tiring. You know,
Yes.
like what are they saying? You know, you put
Yeah.
out a cover of a song and you're always checking the comments, like do they like it? Do they heart it? You know, I mean, by the way, you should check out, you know,
Oh.
you should check out Elora's social because she covers a lot of songs and she sings. She has this fantastic voice,
Oh,
guys,
thank
and you
you.
should check out Elora's social. But what I'm saying is it's so tiring, right? To
Yes.
live your life
Yes.
under the judgment of the people around you, but to be set free from that
Yes.
and to say, you know, there's only one opinion that matters, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
It's up
And
there.
I already know
Mm-hmm.
his opinion about me. He loves me
Yes.
and he accepts me and he walks with me and he wants me to be better, right?
Yes.
And that becomes motivation to now choose correctly and to choose what's right for
Yes.
your life, right?
Yes.
So that brings you confidence, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Yeah.
Yes, and
So confidence. So
confidence.
what else aside from confidence? What
Of
else
course,
changed?
after ignoring those voices, noises, confidence, and then happiness and freedom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happiness.
Yes.
What is happiness for Elora? Like,
Okay. So, to be honest, like I find happiness in little things that God okay, God changed me that way. Like normally, if I go somewhere, do something alone or with people, even if this chocolate is good, like oh, it makes my day. You know, not I don't need a lot of like a big thing to be happy, but just a
yeah.
small thing.
Yeah.
And okay, one funny thing is that
That's amazing.
yes,
That you can that that you have gained the ability to to see value even in small things, right?
yes,
That's an ability, I think, and it's a life. That's a good life skill to
yes,
be grateful and to be thankful even for the small things. Because if you are, I mean, imagine what kind of day every day would be for you if you're grateful with the
yes,
small things,
yes,
right? Every day would be a happy day,
yes,
right?
yes.
Because you don't need one big thing to
Mm-hmm.
fill you up. It's the small things, even the small things you're grateful.
And
Yeah.
another thing is that that also really amazed me that I find good things in everything.
Mm.
Even something, someone or something is bad or bad to the others, or like the paper documents things are like taking a long time. I'm really patient and like, oh, okay, I'm more like an understanding and positive, become a positive person.
Yeah.
That I'm really amazed by that
Yeah.
because I was really a negative person back then, and
Yeah.
I was like judging. Of course, I got judged, and I judge everyone.
Yeah.
So
I remember you saying in one of our conversations, you if you are going to describe yourself before knowing Jesus, that you would be you said, I am a young lady that is already an old woman. That's
yes,
how grumpy you were.
yes,
You
yes,
used the word grumpy
yes,
describing
yes.
yourself, like you were very, very
Very
grumpy.
grumpy and very sensitive.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
yes,
little things offend you.
yes,
Yeah.
and offends me, makes me sad, angry, a little.
Annoys you.
Yes, like now,
Wow.
like he changed it, completely changed it.
Wow, that's amazing,
Yes,
Elora.
that's amazing. And like another little things that I find funny is that like sometimes like in the morning I was running in a stadium,
Mm.
and for me I mostly stay alone, but I'm good with people too. Like, but that morning I was like, I running in the stadium, and stadium is an open.
Yeah.
So the cloud. So the for the stadium, the how do you say the running route?
The track.
The track, yes. The track is like
Yeah.
too long for me. My stamina isn't that good.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I will run. And then by the end of that shadow from the cloud, I'm going to take a rest there. Okay, Lord, I'm going to take a rest there. That's what I said. And then I run. And then when I almost got to that place, the shadow was shifting in front, like going ahead of me.
God is motivating you to do more.
Yes, I was like, Lord, I know what you're doing, so please stop it. I'm tired now. So, yeah, so
You
that
can
kind
do
of
more.
thing.
You can do more. Go ahead and do
Yes.
it. So instead of being annoyed, you see
Uh-huh.
it as
A joke.
yeah,
Yes.
correct.
So that's what
Yeah.
happened with me and God. So that's how I communicate with God.
Yeah.
That's in another way. Not only praying, not only reading the
That's
Bible,
awesome.
yet by living your daily life. Yes.
That's really awesome, Elora. You know, the word of God says the joy of the Lord is our strength,
Yeah.
right? And what you're saying now is that's how I would describe a strong life. Cuz I'm listening to you and I'm thinking what could what could shake this kind of person? I mean, if your life is lived this way, where you see value even in the small things and you are grateful about it, and there's that deep seated joy that is inside of you, and that becomes the thing that stabilizes your life. It gives you stability, it gives you resolve, and it makes you resilient, right?
And also, like, even if I face the failure, I thank God because sometimes it's a lesson and I can learn from Him. Lord, you know that I can stand it. I have the strength and ability to face that. That's why you let me have face that thing.
Mm,
So thank you. I failed, but it's a great lesson for me, and I
correct.
thank you for that.
Yeah.
And not only that, sometimes I get good thing, I'm success. I also praise God, Lord. It's all you. It's not me. I'm just the thing that you use. It's all you. So I realized that I got that how can I say grateful heart, like praising God,
Mm.
and nothing comes from me, everything comes from you. All of the good things, success, all the failure, everything comes from me, and you're just building me up.
And that's why it's
Yes.
important to stay connected to him,
Yes.
because as you said, if those good things are coming from Jesus, then to stay connected to Jesus makes sense,
Yes.
right? Because if you get disconnected, then you won't be able to receive these things that make you run your life,
Yeah.
right?
And another thing is, sometimes like people, while they are in a good situation, while they are like appraised by people, they get like proud of themselves. That's what I'm afraid of most
Yeah.
because I don't want to be proud of myself. I just have to humble myself. Okay, it's all God. It's all God. I'm just a used person by God, and I'm so grateful that He used me. That's it. I
Yeah.
don't have to think any further. If I'm thinking any further, I'll be like, okay, I'm proud of myself. I'll get that pride. That's what I'm afraid of most.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow, really amazing. So you mentioned confidence, now you mentioned joy, right? Or as you said, happiness. But I happiness, is sometimes it's fleeting, right? But joy is, even if something is going on around you, it's there.
Yes.
Nothing can rob you of that joy of the Lord,
But
So
still, I get sad, I
yeah.
get depressed, and I'm under pressure and I get anxiety. But that's when I realized that, okay, for example, like in 100%, like 20% is water and 80% is God. So I need to fill that up with God to become
Correct.
100%. So okay, I have to do more. I have to connect with Him more. So
Yeah.
whenever I feel sad or depressed, okay, that's not about the earthly thing that make me sad. That's because I am like lacking
Yeah.
from the full. So I need to fill that up.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a great way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Basically, what Elora is saying is your problem is not your problem.
Mm-hmm.
Your problem is your lack of connection with God.
Yes. Yes.
because because the problem might be there, but
Mm-hmm.
if you're fully connected to God, the problem won't be a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, you won't see it as a problem.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
awesome. Come on, preach it.
Oh no, I'm not a preacher. No.
That's great. That's a great way of looking at it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So confidence and joy. And then you mentioned one more.
Freedom.
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 Yeah.
Freedom. How would I just describe it? Like, okay, I don't have any idea about that right now, but I know that inside, I am free
Mm-hmm.
from all the past
Yeah.
because just like I've mentioned, I was like this grumpy little old girl, old grandma, but now I am who I am.
I
Like,
cannot imagine you
yes, like,
because I know you now as this,
hmm,
that's the Elora I
yes.
know.
You should see me back there.
I I with the first time I met you, the first time you attended,
Hmm.
and I've been with young people all my life.
Yes.
I've walked with young people all of my life, and I've led young people to Jesus. Many 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 times. So when I first met you, I have this impression of you, and I've worked with so many young people. I've worked with young people all my life. Had the joy and privilege of leading young people to Jesus many times. And when I first met you, I have this impression. Well, first of all, I said I hope she comes back,
Hmm.
regularly. I hope we see her every Saturday. I hope she becomes part of this community. But I had that impression of you, like, because you have this energy of, like, don't touch me.
Yes, yes. It's so dark. A dark cloud over my head. Yes.
Kind of energy, and
Uh-huh.
I was bracing myself for the work ahead. Like, all right, we got our work cut out for us
She want
with
me easy. She want me easy.
with this girl, but
Yeah.
but to be honest, it's been a joy. It's been a joy to know you and to see you grow, and to see your walk with Jesus,
Mm.
right? And to see you and hear you now say how free you are, like
Yes.
how confident you are now, and how that you have joy, and how free you are,
Mm.
to free to live your life, pursuing the purposes of God,
Mm.
and also free to love Jesus and serve Jesus and walk with Jesus, and to live your life, out of following Jesus,
Mm.
and walking in this path of love that He has for you. It's a joy.
Yes.
Vi and I would always consider it a joy to have, walk with you, come alongside you,
Mm-hmm.
and see you
Yes.
through, all those seasons. One of the most beautiful memory that I have of you was when you went and passed through water, right?
Yes.
When you decided to go through water baptism,
Mm-hmm.
that was really beautiful.
Mm.
Can you talk to us, like, what made you decide to do that,
Yes.
and what does it mean?
Mm-hmm.
What did it mean for you? At,
Yeah.
at that point, now looking back, what does it mean to you?
Okay. So, when I had my baptism, like I was like 13 back
Mm.
then. I was like thinking, okay, now I'm 23, and at Live, the baptism, going through baptism thing is happening. Like, I can sign up for that. So, why? Like, I had my baptism back then.
Because you already
Do
did it
Yeah, I
before.
already did it before. So, do I really need to do that again? But like, so I came to you, and then like, you taught me about your life and your experience. So, okay, you had your also baptism at 23, and now I'm 23, and I can see your life, how God has changed you, God has used you, and the way that um, what's happening inside. I can
Mm.
see that inside of you, and your family really inspired me because one of my how can I say aim, it's to become a mother and to become a good family. So I want to build a family like you. So
Aw.
yes, and so Pimark and Mambai, you are my true inspiration. So back then, this is a like this, that is just a small thing. Okay, you guys are really happy, you guys are really walking with God, and God has been so good to you, and you have been so faithful to God. You have that kind of relationship, so I want to have that kind of relationship too. That's
Mm.
what I thought. That's it. So okay, I'm not sure about that, but I'm sure that God is going to do something to me after the baptism. And then I went through the baptism together with my good friends, and
Yeah, there were
yes,
five of you.
yes,
Yeah.
five of us. So after that, I can really feel that God has renewed my spirit.
Mm.
I sincerely don't know how to describe that, but I can really feel it inside.
Mm.
I was happier, but now I'm genuinely like a lot more happier. And
Mm.
then I got that freedom, and how can I say, like whenever I'm with God, more peaceful. Everything is a lot better there.
Mm.
Yes. So that's
Wow,
what happened.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So how how do you see your future now? Because we started this conversation saying that this was your life before and you had to leave it,
Mm-hmm.
everything that was familiar because of the situation or the war in that's going on in your
Mm-hmm.
country, and how it affected you
Mm-hmm.
even here, how it has haunted you even here, and you have now met the Lord and your life has changed.
Mm-hmm.
How do you see your future?
Talking about the future, I have to talk about the present because I'm seeing the better version of the present me. So
Mm.
now in the present, that I just realized that I can forgive better,
Mm.
because back then I was like too holding grudges against so many people.
You were grumpy.
Grumpy, young but old grandma. So like, I was like holding grudges against everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, mostly my
And
family
the
members.
scary part, when you're
Mm-hmm.
in that dark cloud, you actually enjoy hating people,
Yes,
right?
yes, I agree.
And that's scary, right?
Yes,
When,
yeah.
when you look back at it, it's like, whoa, I actually was enjoying that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Because that's more comfortable than forgiving people.
Yeah.
Yes, being grumpy is.
Because forgiving people is a hard thing to
Yes,
do,
it's a hard thing.
but liberating,
Mm-hmm.
right? there's
Yes,
there's a
and
lot of
freedom.
freedom in it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's the promise of Jesus. That's why
Yes.
he tells us to do it,
Mm-hmm.
forgive. That's
Yes.
his way,
Yes.
right? And that's his example, is to forgive. He said it this way: love your enemies,
Yes.
right? And how do you define enemy? Enemy is somebody that wants to hurt you,
Mm-hmm.
right? And wants you down and beaten.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, love them. So
Yes.
when they hurt you, forgive them,
Mm-hmm.
and let it go,
Yes.
right? But there's a lot of freedom there because that's the promise of Jesus,
Mm.
right? So you can forgive better.
Yes, I can forgive better. Like, uh, so mainly I was okay. Just to admit, I was hating my family members,
Mm.
but
Why is that?
because it's not like I was really hating them, but I was so, how can I say, I was so in that little thing. I was so how do you say, at the age you're like trapped. You're
Mm.
trapped there. You cannot be yourself. That's why I mentioned I had a double life.
Yeah.
So when I get back home, I have to act like a good kid, and but not that good kid. So uh, I'm so tired of pretending,
Yeah.
and I was so tired of fitting into the family, and I was so hating towards. I was hating towards everyone,
Mm.
literally everyone. Of course, I now I'm free from that. But one thing is, I still have to protect myself from them hurting me again. they're not doing that on purpose, but they're just living their life. I'm just living my life. We have different way of life. Sometimes it cannot combine. So I just had my own way of protecting myself.
Yeah.
But I don't have hate towards them anymore. And even my sisters, like really surprised that I can forgive one of the family members there
Yeah.
because they cannot even forgive her.
Yes.
Yes, like my sister's like older than me, like for 7 years, and yeah, most of my family members are really surprised by that.
Wow.
I can really forgive everyone in my family, everyone from my past. Like they're not doing any wrong towards me on purpose.
Yeah.
They're just living their life, but I was so sensitive and I was hurt by them,
Yeah.
and I can forgive them.
Yeah.
So
You
now,
just you just had a family reunion
yes,
just recently, right?
last year, yes,
Yeah. A lot of people would like not
avoid,
like family reunions.
yes,
Right? Like if I can miss it, I will miss it. You know,
yes,
like this is something that I dread. It's
yes.
it's in your calendar and you know it's coming and you dread
Mm-hmm.
the day that the family reunion
Yes.
finally is
Yes.
now. It's today. Dun, 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 dun. But now that you have this
Mm-hmm.
freedom in Jesus, the
Yes.
ability to forgiving those who have hurt you in your family,
Mm-hmm.
because of the love of Jesus that you
Mm-hmm.
carry now in your heart.
Now I'm praying
Isn't
for
it that
them.
family reunions are such a great thing? Right?
It's scary. It's still scary.
No, but I mean, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
of
it's
course.
something that
Like
you
in
look
general, yeah.
forward to now, right?
Not really looking forward. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Like back then, okay.
But it's bearable now. It's
Yes,
bearable.
bearable.
Yeah.
I was facing my
Unlike
fears.
before, it's like I hate being
I
here.
always try to avoid the family
Yeah.
gatherings.
But now it's actually being there.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a blessing to the people
Yes,
around
yes.
you. That's
And it's
great.
coming in July
Again.
again.
Dun, 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 dun.
I hope this video got later than July, not before.
Dun, 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 dun.
And then, yes,
It's coming.
it's coming again this year.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you carry the love of Jesus in you now.
Yes.
And which you can give,
Mhm.
graciously,
Yes.
right? And generously, right? We should give it away because people need it,
Mhm.
right? People need it, especially the ones who have hurt us. They need it. I heard somebody say, hurt people hurt people.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm holding on to. Yeah, same.
Hurt people hurt people. The reason why they hurt others is
Mhm.
because they have been hurt
Yes.
by somebody else. And if you break the cycle
Mhm.
when now you, a person who is a follower of Jesus, steps in and then loves on that person, right? You don't
Yeah.
reciprocate the pain or the hurt or the anger,
Mhm.
but you bring love to the conversation and you bring love to the table,
Yes.
right? So when he hurts you or she hurts you, you just love on the person. Now you break the cycle because now they have something to work with. It's like, whoa,
A
what
new
is
thing.
what is this?
I don't know what that is.
What is this? Yeah, and they have to grapple now.
Yes.
And a lot of times, that's how people also change because
Mhm.
for the first time, somebody has loved on them,
Mhm.
even if they are unlovable
Mhm.
or there's no reason to love them back, but because you are a person of Jesus, you have stepped in their lives, and now you're in a way you're changing the story because the storyline has always been anger, pain,
Mhm.
hurt, right?
Exactly.
That has been the storyline, and then all of a sudden you step in and then you bring love.
But I'm still trying. I'm still trying.
Right? And
Yes.
so you have the potential to change the story now,
Mm.
right? And that's how I feel a lot of times that's how we and that's how we should affect people around us.
Mhm.
It's just this love that we carry
Mhm.
from Jesus. It's something that we should give away. And one of the ways of doing that is through forgiveness, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's amazing. How are you connecting that in
Mm-hmm.
terms of how you see
Yep.
your future?
So that is the present me, present Elora. So for the future Elora, I want to feel nothing about people hurting me. Like,
Mm.
even they're hurting me, like, okay, I see them as hurt people.
Mm.
And then I just want to, don't take it personally, and
Mm-hmm.
then be good to them, love them even more. Because for now, I cannot do that fully. Okay, I can just forgive them. I don't take them personally, but I cannot really, go out there, reach out and love them because I'm not that brave enough right
Mm.
now. So I want to be brave enough to love them, pray for them, and be with them.
Mm.
And still praying for the stamina because I'm really patient on the thing that matters to me. But something is just too depressing. Okay, I'm out. That's who I am. So I don't want to be that person anymore. I
Mm.
just want to be really patient and be, decisive and be dedicated to that person.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. And also, I want to be a better person because now I just graduated. So, uh, like the future me, that's what I feel like God give me as a my how can I say my place, my goal is to support in the healthcare ministry and for the ministry. Also, my dad is now in the ministry, so I want to support him. Most of my friends are attending the missionary school, so I
Cool.
want to support their missionary.
Cool.
So that's what the future Alora. That's what I'm like professioning it.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Elora, for spending your time with us.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to be here.
Yeah. What would you say to maybe, somebody watching, a young person watching now, and they're in this journey of
Mm-hmm.
getting to know Jesus, and they're starting to walk on this path, and
Mm-hmm.
they're discovering new things, but they're scared. Maybe they don't know how to navigate around this new discovery, this new
Mm-hmm.
relationship, that they are discovering. What would you say to them?
So I would say just simply believe him. Not you don't need a big, uh, a big and gorgeous, splendid thing. You just simply build a relationship with him. Simply believe them. Just do simply.
Mm.
That's like you just have to be how do we say uh, committed
Mm.
committed like just like for me like my main source is my quiet times. So okay, at 5:30, okay, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Okay.
For the sake of the
Mm-hmm.
people watching who maybe is not understanding
Mm-hmm.
the term quiet time, what is quiet time for Elora?
So for me, quiet time is more like okay, connecting with Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about how people get back like hearing from God.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, if I'm facing something or before I facing something, while I read the Bible, God showed me the solution like beforehand or okay, just in time. He was never late. So
Amen.
that's how like God and I connect
Yeah.
through Bible and then
So in
like
your quiet time,
mm-hmm.
you go to the scriptures, you go to the Word of God.
Yes, yes.
So you read. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a reading of God's Word. Do
Yes.
you pray in your
Yeah.
quiet time? Yeah.
I complain a lot at first. I complain a lot. Lord, why are you making me face that? I complain a lot. But then I
uh,
found that in the Bible, okay, I'll just say whatever it is, I'll say yes and amen. God, do as your will. Just like
mm,
Jesus prayed before the crucifixion.
yeah,
Yes.
crucifixion. Yes.
So okay, like Jesus really inspired me. So my life is more like, okay, Lord, whatever you do, that's your part. I'll just say yes and amen. So
Yeah.
shape my life into you.
Yeah.
And another thing after
I
that
love
is
that. Shape my life into yours.
yes.
Yeah, into you. Shape
But
my life into you is what you said. And I
mm-hmm.
actually kind of like that. Shape
Okay.
my life into you.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's an awesome prayer, by the way. That's an awesome prayer, guys. We need to pray that.
Because before my baptism, like I was really curious about how to live a Christian life.
Mm.
But okay, if I live a life like Jesus, that would be like a Christian life. That's what I thought. Then I asked to my Bible study pastor, and he's like, "Okay, you just have to read Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John."
Mm.
And after the baptism, Pimagi also said the same thing.
Yeah.
So I went through Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John again and again and again. And I learned how Jesus lived.
Yeah.
Jesus is not just a superhero. He is just a normal people because he has flesh and blood, just like
He's a
us.
person.
Yes, he is a person. He
Wakes
sometimes
up,
feel
eats,
yes.
sweats.
He also feels sad. He also cry.
Yeah.
Just like us. Sometimes he get angry too.
Yeah.
So I was amazed. I thought he was like so special, like God. That's what I thought.
Well,
back
he
then.
is.
Yes, yes, of course he still is. But he still came to earth and he
Yeah.
lived the life just like us.
Yeah.
So he can be the role model that
Isn't
I
that
can become.
amazing?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
That's amazing, right?
Yes.
It's amazing. He has left us these lifestyle template,
Yes, yes.
you know, and this can become sort of like a map for our journey. And if you follow the map, you're led to the right way.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
The term Christian actually was not a term that was coined to people who are disciples of Jesus.
Yes.
In the beginning, it wasn't Christian. People who would be disciples of Jesus and who would put their faith in Jesus, they were called followers of the way. That's what they were called. In the book of Acts, when they were describing the people who have put their faith in Jesus, that's the term that they used, followers of the way. It's because that's what Jesus has left us, a way to follow. And he says, walk in it, right? And if you walk in it, something happens, in your life. It gets changed and it gets, as you said, renewed. All of a sudden this joy and this confidence and this freedom, that you did not have before, right? All of a sudden you're walking in this way, and now you're getting stronger and stronger, and that's really the testimony of a follower of Jesus, where your life is just brought from one glory to another, to another, to another. And that's why our lips are always filled with praise and thanksgiving, because he is a faithful God. As you said, he's never late, right? But he is a good God, right? He's good, and it's a great thing to follow him, right? Isn't it great to follow Jesus?
Yes. For my advice is just simply believe him.
Yeah.
And the thing with me is that in my head is like whatever serious thing you have to do, you have to put that in your schedule. So when you put something in your schedule, that thing becomes serious and you really did it.
I love that.
So that's how.
I love that. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I love that.
So for me, I put quiet time in my schedule, and then I have to commit it to it.
Yes.
So that's the main source of connecting me and God. Yes.
Yeah. A lot of young people have good intentions, but unless you put it on your schedule and your calendar, it remains to be a wish,
Yes.
or something that you
vague
want to
dream.
happen,
Yes.
but when it's on your calendar, now you got to do it,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Now it becomes part of your life, right? And it affects your life because you're giving attention to it. You're bringing your body to actually do what you want to do and what you want to see happen in your life. I love that. Yeah, I love that. Wow, this conversation has been such a blessing.
Yes.
And I hope you've gotten so many things out of my conversation with Elora. Thank you, Elora, for being here.
Thank you too, Mark.
Vi and I couldn't be more proud of of just the way you live your life now, and how you are following Jesus. And we, of course, we're sad because I remember when you had to go to Bangkok, and
I was
for
like
your
crying.
internship, we
Yes.
we met you in a coffee shop,
Mm.
and like I couldn't, like, why are we crying? Like, I'm not crying, you're crying.
And then 5 months later, here we are again.
I know.
Yeah.
So I do know that you're gonna graduate, you're gonna get your diploma, after a year, but even while waiting for that,
Hmm.
while you're in Bangkok, I know that you will continue on. We're confident in just who you are now as a person, and just your love for Jesus. There are two things that are important to God: love and loyalty. So love the Lord your God with all of your heart, and then keep walking with Him.
Yes.
Those are the two things: love and loyalty. Those are the two things, and we see that in you. When we look at you, we see that in you, and we couldn't be more proud of how you are living your life. It's an exciting thing, and I know that your future is good because it's in the hands of
Amen.
God. Yeah.
Amen.
Awesome. Thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing. And I hope that you guys have been encouraged. This has been Lift Podcast by Media Light. We come alongside students in their journey of discovering Jesus, and as they walk in this path of love that Jesus offers. And I'm so happy to be able to share Elora with you today. So until next time, bye everybody.
Bye bye. God bless.
Yay!